Hello and welcome to Creating Cards with Alexandra. I'm Alexandra, an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and today we're going to make a fun fold card using some DSP and the Winter Owls stamp and dies. So let's go ahead and get started. So this card will require some cutting and scoring, so we'll do that together. I have a piece of basic white, and this is a full sheet, and I am going to cut this at 5 1/4 by 11. Okay, so basically you're just taking a 8.5 by 11 sheet, excuse me, cutting that at 5 1/4, and then I'm going to score this on each end at 1 3/4 and 3 1/2. Okay, turn it around and we'll do the other side. 1 3/4 by 3 1/2. Okay, so this is what we have. We'll go ahead and burnish that in a minute. While I have this out, I'm going to take this piece of DSP and we need to cut this. Now this is from One Horse Open Sleigh, and there are a lot of patterns in there that have pictures. So I'll show you a few cards that I did, but this is a nice way to kind of show off that DSP that you have that has a picture on it and you're not quite sure what to do with it. Excuse me. So I'm going to go ahead and take this. I think I want it like this. So we want 5 3/8. So that is 5 1/4, and then 2 little slashes over. That's 5 3/8. Okay, by 4 1/8. And actually, I think I want more of, well, I guess that'll do. We'll go ahead and go with that. I was going to do more of this kind of the middle, but I think it'll be okay. Go ahead and do that. All right, so this is what we have on our large piece of DSP. And then we need to take DSP that will kind of continue, and I'm going to go ahead and use, maybe I'll do like that. So we need 1 5/8. So that is after the 1 1/2 mark, there's 2 slashes, and we need 2 of those in a continuous pattern. All right, and then we want to, oh, I think I cut that wrong. Oh, shoot. Nope, I got it right. Okay, so then we're going to cut these to 5 1/8. So I'm just going to put them together. Go ahead and cut those. And then, let me see, we're going to use a little strip of this. So I'm just going to cut maybe about 3/4 of an inch, because we'll be using that later as well. So I think we've done all of our cutting now. All right. So then what we're going to do with this piece of paper that we cut and scored is we're going to flip it over and then flip this back. Just burnish those really well with your bone folder. And then again on this side. And again. Okay. Oops, I lied. I need a piece of Misty Moonlight. And we need to cut 2 pieces of our Misty Moonlight. And we need 5 1/2 by 4 1/4, and we need 2 of those. This is a lot of cutting, but I think you'll appreciate it once we put it together. All right, so we have that scene here. We're going to put that on our Misty Moonlight. Nice little border. Okay. Of course, I got it on crooked because I'm on camera. Bear with me here. All right, there we go. And then we have, this is the base of our card, and we need to go ahead and adhere that on there. So I'm going to put my tape on the back. All right, so that is our base. And then we're going to take this piece and we're going to put just some adhesive here on this one flap that opens, the one on your left. And we're going to put this directly over this. So line everything up. And go ahead and push it down. So this is what you're left with. That pretty? And then we're going to use our DSP that we used, or that we cut rather. We're going to use this as a continuance. So go ahead and adhere that down. This would be great to use with your 12 by 12 paper because you don't have to really chop it up as much as this one. You could just cut it and just keep on going with that pattern. This one we had with the 6 by 6 pad, you have to kind of finagle it a little bit. All right, so that's what we have. We're going to bring in our winter owl. This is our big guy here, flying. And I have Misty Moonlight. Go ahead and stamp him on a scrap piece of white paper. And then there is a die for that. Go ahead and die cut that. And this is what we're left with. And then I'm going to go ahead and take a little bit more of my Misty Moonlight. Just kind of put a little bit of color on this owl. We can pop a little bit. Just like that, just a little bit. All right, and then I have this 3/4 inch strip. I'm going to flag the end. I do have this old flag punch that I'm going to use. We do have a newer one in the catalog. I'll list that in the description below. Our clearance rack has actually been updated, and there is a punch in there that makes 3 different tags. And it's at a good price right now. So I'm going to go ahead and just lay a strip of adhesive down. Put this strip of cardstock that's just the opposite side of this DSP. And then we will cut that off. Okay. And then we're going to take our owl, add some dimensions to the back of it. Okay, and then we will place this beautiful owl down, flying across the trees. There we go. And then on the inside, I'm going to take more of that Misty Moonlight. And I have this little branch from the owl set. I'm going to ink him and just stamp him off once. And we'll put this in the middle. And then we'll stamp it again, but I don't want this here, the stem part. So I'm going to wipe that off. I'm going to put it just like that, the stamped off image. And then I have the Sending Love, and we'll go ahead and ink that up. Put it right over those little branches. Beautiful. All right, so that's our card. A little bit of cutting, but it extends that designer series paper. And then you could do this with a bunch of different papers. Now I used this one I made with this One Horse Open Sleigh. Like I said, has all these images. And then this one, I actually did a piece that continues from this piece. And then I used a little piece of the wood and some Cajun Craze as my base, and a little ribbon there with our linen thread. This one again from the same paper pack. And then Love and Warmth, I use that with the Ringed with Nature, has that sentiment and a little heart I stamped off. And that one just continued as well. This one I put on Mossy Meadow. And then I used the Ink Botanical paper and then the punch. And that one as well, I just flipped this paper over to add a little interest to that. So like I said, you could use this with so many different papers, and it just creates a beautiful fold that opens up for your recipient, for them to love. So thank you so much for sharing your time with me. I'm very thankful that you decided to watch my tutorial. If you would, please give me the thumbs up if you enjoyed this video. Also, sharing helps me grow my channel. I will list all of the items used today in the description below, which will direct you straight over to my shopping page, which helps support me. So thank you so much and have a joyful day. Bye-bye.